to my hobby room. I'm LJ, and today I'm going to show you an old technique that has several different ways you can do it. So first of all, you need a stamp that has the ability to have a lot of space in it. So these are really good for this particular way of doing things. Stamping, I should say. It's a method, I guess, is what it is. And what you want to do is get out your stamp and find a way. What I like to do is find a piece of paper that I can do. You see, I'm looking to see if I could put 2 or 3 of them on there. Really, you want a lot of space because you don't know how you're going to cut it out at the end and what you're going to do to it. So I'm going to make sure I have the ability to do 2 of these on this one sheet of paper with extra room around it in case I want to do something fun with it after it's stamped. So what they call this technique is kissing on, kissing off, depending on who you talk to, exactly what it's called. But you're basically taking one stamp and you're using another stamp or stencil or something else to make texture on it. If you've done this before, I mean, it's like I said, it's been around forever. But if you're new and you've never seen it, I'm trying to show you here both sides. I don't have enough space to show you what I'm stamping, on the stamp, and then also seeing it finished. So unfortunately, you're going to see half of what gets done on the right side, but at the end I do show all of them. So there is that. One of the things I'll tell you as a learn from thing is try to use a lighter color to start with, unless you're going to be able to maybe even do some embossing on it. You can do that, but I would suggest using a lighter color followed by a darker color. So here I'm using a stamp that has a kind of a, I don't even know how to explain this, kind of a line looking inside of it, like a line looking pattern. And it's not really another thing that's good is it's not really a pattern that you necessarily see. So if you need to add in spots, you can, and it comes out looking pretty good. So that one has a lot of texture to it. Then I try, I have another small scripty looking, it looks like it's from a book or something. And I tried that one, and that one came out looking really good too. What I would keep in mind, if you got small spaces, you need to have small stamps. Like you can't put a big image, it won't show up is all. It'll just look very disproportionate, and you will just see lines in it. It won't look any different than if you took a marker and just drug through it. Here I am trying out different things. I'm having a ball. At the end, I don't even remember how many happy birthday wishes to you I have, but I have a lot of them. I think I have enough to last me a while. If I want to, I could definitely get together a really nice little set of birthday cards for someone and give them away, which I probably will do because they're all different. They have different patterns in them, but they also have different, here I am using that text stamp I'm talking about, but here's what I did wrong. You see how I placed it up and down? It's not necessarily wrong. I shouldn't say wrong. Here's what I didn't do, what I was thinking. I put it going up and down, and I would not have done that if I had thought about it. I just was trying to make it match the same size, but it actually came out looking kind of different and cool. However, I do go back and do it landscape mode as well because I like the way, I really wanted it to be that way. So I went back and made it landscape with the that same stamp, with the same colors, I believe even. So I did speed this up, obviously. I don't work that fast. But if you are interested in doing something like this, I would suggest that you play with it. Just get out some paper, cut it up so you can get a couple on each one, whatever size you have, and make a bunch of the same one in different colors. And especially if it's something like happy birthday, you have no idea how often you're going to need a happy birthday. So have them ready. And what I plan to do, and I'll do this in a future video, is add some embellishments to these to make them fun. Add some birthday hats, add some balloons, add some different things that you have in your stash or that you can have in your stash depending on, what how long you've had a you've been making cards and how long you've been collecting things. I'm sure there are a lot of different embellishments you can use for happy birthday. That would be a lot of fun. One of the ones that's really nice, that's really easy to make, you can make a banner out of just a line and then triangles. And you could put a triangle in one color and then make a smaller triangle and put it in another. And you really don't even need a die. You don't need anything for that. All you need is scissors and paper. And if you put it on white, you have something like this. Maybe you make it blue and red, or some colors, other kind of bright, cheerful colors. You make a banner going across the top. It's a lot of fun and it's really easy to do. So there's an idea for you. Another thing is, if you've got magazines or things like that, you could always cut out pictures of various things like a birthday hat or a birthday cake or something like that. Once you have several stamp sets, you have no problem having birthday things, because birthday things, it seems like you go, oh, I need birthday things, and then you buy birthday, whether they're die sets or stamp sets that you can cut out. I know that's something that I constantly go, oh, I always need these. Another thing is a paper pack. You get a really cool paper pack, and a lot of times they'll have cutouts in there that you can cut out, or even a page of little, sentiments that come with, their embellishments. Well, you could put that on the inside of these. It could say something like, wishing you a great year ahead or something, and you put that inside with the embellishment, and then you take that same paper pack and cut out the embellishments that match it and put it on the front around this, and you got a terrific looking card. So I'll show you how to do some of those in an upcoming video, because I'm really into making these little groups of cards to give away, and I plan to give them away. I just haven't got around to it yet. I have a lot of ideas for who to give them to. It's not like I don't, but it just seems like sometimes, they sit there and you go, yeah, I got to get this together and do this, and wait, let me make this other set of cards first. So if you're like me, it's just more fun to make the cards than it is to and it's fun to give them away, don't get me wrong, but you got to put them together, make them look nice, and put them in something, and sometimes you have to mail them to people, and that's a whole nother story all by itself. So where am I at with this? Oh, I started doing the stencil here, and I'm paying no attention to what I'm actually doing while you're watching it, hopefully. It's just a lot of examples of this. So with the stencil, I tried putting it through the stencil, and that didn't work out very well. But you'll see, if you're looking at the one that's over there right now, taking the stencil and putting the ink right on the stencil, and then turning it over and setting the stencil down on the stamp worked great. And I really liked the way it worked. It was a great stencil to do it with. And then with this one, you notice I put some colors above it and below it on the stamp and put it on there to add to it. So it's not just one color of yellow. It looks like it's got some orange in the top and the bottom of each one of the letters. I had a lot of fun doing that, and I really wanted to do more of them. And I kept going, and I finally ran out of the paper I'd cut, which was my idea that I needed to stop. But I think I did a really good job of getting I didn't do a good job of centering this, and I'm sorry for that. But I did do a good job of getting a lot of different examples and that I can use. And I'm cleaning these up, and the best thing is if you're using like the distress, it's real easy to clean up. I just spray it with water and clean it. Someone asks how you do that. That's what I do. Clean everything with water and a rag. So here's some of the different ones. You can see a little more up close what I got with all the different colors, patterns. They all have something unique about them. No two are exactly alike. And I'm telling you, I had a ball doing this. I hope you'll give it a try. And if you do, think about how many of these you can make and embellish. Get them together, cut them out and get ready, and we'll do it in a future video. Keep crafting!
And dance by the light of the moon.